Welcome back to an episode. We are again in our little camp, and it's time for us to do a little long rest. Alright. And we can finally... Oh. Looks like there's something
The
in our
air
head.
is heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers.
Weapon, rub your aching hands, press your fingers to your mouth. Yeah, what do we do? Blink away the discomfort. Well, we can try to do that.
The world swims as you close, then reopen your eyes. How long have you been waiting here? A moment, a night, a 10-day?
Chukil Gate Vlakith Mazathok. Can you feel it crawling through you? Tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I can. I see it in you. I feel it in me. We are lost. I will be quick with my blade. First you, then the others. Then, myself.
Your minds intertwine. You sense a touch of uncertainty, a touch of disgust.
Interesting. No. We are not going to do that. Even if it will... Everything in here seems to have an advantage. Why? Situational. Very interesting. I could try a medicine check. There's this one teensy weensy issue. Can I? No, I can't do that. Okay, surrender. No. Become an abomination. Well, I could attack her. Not gonna happen. We're not going to surrender. We know how this ends. I have to go to Withers and have to pay a lot of gold. Or it's basically a quick game over thing. And you see how fuck on you are. Give me that blade. I'll make it quick. No. We're just exhausted. Lower the blade before you do something foolish. Well, that is definitely the thing. We could try a medicine check here, but yeah, definitely try a medicine check. Anything else might not just work. The thing is, reason, right? This is the illicit power. Reason. We have a situational thing with a persuasion. We have situational thing with deception. We have situational with medicine, right? But illithits, they use reason, which is weird. Use the highest from them, but at least we have advantage. So the thing is, they do not want you to fail, but I know exactly how it always ends. All right, I also installed some little mods here to get myself some nice little dice over here. Perfect. And also I did some like inventory stuff, which is absolutely necessary, especially if you read an awful lot of books and so on. Level 10. They really do not want you to fail. But let's just see how this goes. Okay, we got a 19. Thank goodness.
I cannot trust my own mind. So it seems I must trust yours. I will wait. But know this. I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn, I will end us all.
We are so screwed. Oh boy, that does kill me.
I came just in time. You are transforming.
Huh. That's very interesting. Who is this? Huh, I know your voice. I've heard it before. Did I?
Yes, you have. I I saved you before. And I'm here to save you again. Don't worry. You will not become a Mind Flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you.
Well, that's nice. But I need some backstory first. I do need answers.
We haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it, nurture it. I will keep it from consuming you, but for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it. A fight for the fate of Faerun. A fight we are losing. For now. You can change that, but only if you embrace your potential. I have to go. The enemy is closing in. I will be back.
Who or what are they actually fighting?
Wake now. You'll feel better. I promise.
Interesting. So we are basically saved by two things. The artifact and this Dream Visitor. Consuming parasites, yes. You can now consume Mind Flayer parasites from your inventory to unlock new illicit powers. Isn't that great? No guide for sources of parasites in the world, including infected corpses. Yeah. But the question is, how do I... Is it... I mean, I can just right-click the thing, but... it's probably not in here. C is crouch. Get the inventory for that. How do I get to the special... Shouldn't there be like a special window for that? Or maybe there's a button for that too. Wait a minute. We got a map, we got a ping, we got other things. We got no Mind Flayer menu. Alright. Right click. Nope. Or maybe it's a... Nah, it's also not it. Okay. The thing is, I do have an awful lot of the... Well, awful lot. 4 of those Mind Flayer thingies. So, where are they usually? Over here. No, wait, that's the wrong one. That's my scrolls. That's the quest thing. Why is it... Sort by type. There you go. Mind Flayer parasite specimen for those. I could unlock a few things. But what I should focus on is not the Mind Flayer or anything. Or maybe something else. Oh, look at this. Somehow, the icon is fixed now. That's great. Or is... Yeah. Yeah, it's fixed now. Interesting. There was usually some kind of glitch with the hairs.
Dog pants through a ball held firmly in his mouth.
Oh, okay. So, animal handling. Encourage him to drop the ball. We could. Should we wrestle with it, with the ball? I could try some dexterity things. That's interesting. Since when is animal handling a charisma check? I thought... Huh, that's weird. That's actually kind of... I thought it was like some nature and wisdom kind of thing. But no. Okay, let's try this. Distract him with one hand and slip the ball from his George with the other. That's one way of trying that. Alright. Hey. And now we get all of the good rolls, right? That's actually kind of iffy.
He
Poor fella.
relinquishes the ball. It is well chewed and slick with drool.
What am I gonna do with the ball now? I should try to throw it somewhere. I mean, I don't have mind reading active yet, so let's see. What is this thing? Scratches ball, right? We can try to throw it this way. The way it doesn't bounce like a normal ball. It's more like... And there we have it again. It's like the artifact. It comes back to you automatically. Really weird. Wait a minute. It was that one. Yeah. I didn't notice that items actually make a sound if you pick them up. Like there's a marbling kind of sound. And special items have special sounds. Okay, there's a metal. Interesting. That's actually very interesting. That's really cool. Alright. So, what are we going to do with the mind flayers though? Like, this is the question.
Light on my feet.
Let's just talk to Volo and see what he has to say.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Oh, you are welcome. Has your research turned up anything that might help with this parasite problem? I need some pants. Absolutely.
My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep. Just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all.
The fuck? Lobotomy incoming in 3, 2, 1. Let me just quickly save. How many times have you done this before?
I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over.
Well, that's great. Alright, let's see how we end up back. Oh,
Volo
crap.
carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle.
Endure the discomfort. Ay, 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 ay. Do you have the faintest idea what you're doing?
Don't fidget. The needle must slip behind your eye, not through it.
The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns and begins to push.
Crap. Holy
Pain
shit.
shoots through your body as the needle snags on your optic nerve.
I think I have it.
The needle seesaws back and forth, plucking the nerve like a harpstring.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more robust implement.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy,
Volo
oh boy,
carefully
oh boy,
withdraws
oh
the
boy.
needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his bag, he produces an ice pick.
Shit.
Volo slowly brings the ice pick closer to your eye.
Now, don't move.
Cold metal presses against the skin beneath your brow. And then, tap, tap, stab.
Do you feel that? Ha! I think we have the blighter on the run. I agree. It's a feisty critter. Just a little further.
Volo tears the pick from your brain with a violent jerk. Your eye plops down into the mud.
Ugh.
He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly as it sinks into the mud.
Shit.
There appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage.
Okay. Alright. Can't seem to see through one of my eyes.
Yes, quite. Well, there is some mild trauma. I can't help but feel partly responsible. Perhaps there is something more I can do.
Hey! Oh, crap.
Take this. A far superior relic to that old jelly you were chained to. Try it on for size. And, it was very nice to have met you. I'm sure you'll sort out your little brain problem one way or another. Far away from here, if you've a heart. Terribly sorry, my friend. Ta.
Well, there he goes. What do we have? We have a bleeding eye. Your eye stings from Wyll's experiment. Disadvantage on perception checks. Now we good. Can see invisible creatures within 9 meters. Dies. Creatures must succeed a dexterity throw to lose to that. There's this one. The thing is, I cannot zoom in any further. That would be quite nice. I have to check. Like everybody has disagreed to that, right? But oh boy. I have a permanency invisibility. I think I would consider this an upgrade. Oh crap. The thing is, we can really not see our own eyes. But okay, what do the others have to say about that?
Welcome to the League of the Lone Eye, my friend. Not to minimize the pain of Volo's poking and prodding, but I promise, you'll be used to the prosthesis in no time.
Sure.
Besides, I find it gives one an air of mystique. No one's more intriguing than a man with one eye.
A man with no eyes, maybe. Wait a minute. Do we, does it look different? The question is which, like, this was actually the magical eye, right? The problem that I have is with the two, different sized irises. That's the thing. Like, one eye is bigger than the other. Ugh. Okay. So much to that.
My apologies. Huh. Not quite myself just yet. I had the strangest dream last night. A visitor came to me. A vision of unparalleled beauty and power. She told me she was watching over me, protecting me, and that our tadpoles could prove beneficial if we embrace what powers they have to offer. An uncanny apparition. Not entirely sure what to make of it.
Well, I also don't have any clue what that's all about. Okay, maybe this is just some... nicest hope for the best. But it doesn't look as alive as the other one, does it? Either this or I just think this is true. It might just be the contrast around it. Whatever. You don't believe this was a real person talking to us? To you then? But yeah, I had the same dream. Similar visitor with a similar message.
Very curious. In all my readings on the effects of illithid parasites, I've never come across any accounts of correlating dreams between infected parties. Another unique quality of our predicament, perhaps. Are you inclined to take these visitors at their word?
Well, of course not. Not sure. Such an apparition has its own motives, whatever it told us. Something is delaying our transformation. Why not this dream visitor of ours? Yeah, that's actually a real good question. Who delays the transformation? And why? I'm not sure. I'm definitely not sure, yes.
Nothing wrong with maintaining a healthy suspicion in such matters. Still, it might be wiser to keep an open mind on the matter. Our visitors' promises of aid might yet bear valuable fruit.
Well, we lost an eye, so why not the brain next? It was a pity our lesson in the weave ended so soon. I was enjoying a moment alone. Yeah, do you think of being alone again? Yeah, no. So, we got that much done. Does Withers have anything to say about that?
What's up for discussion?
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Not yet, no. So, what about Gale?
I had a wild dream last night. This beautiful entity came to me, promised to protect me, told me the parasite in our heads could give us power.
Anything in here is supposedly giving us power. The question is, why do they offer it so freely? And a similar dream. Side effect of the tadpole?
Sounds like it. What did you make of it?
I think it's some kind of psionic trick. I didn't believe a word it said. Well, just a dream? No. Psionic trick? Maybe. If there's some kind of power to be unlocked from our affliction, I'm willing to try it. Questions upon questions upon questions. Might be a trick.
Damn right. Things like a splinter. We just need to find a way to squeeze it out.
There's this one question that I have about that. The thing is, the tadpole itself is there for reason, right? The question is, what is it doing, and how does it fall into place with all of the other powers that surround us? Like, we have the absolute, we have the tadpoles. Do we have any? And then we have some strange thing that also attacks things. And we have the artifact, right? We have an awful lot of different factions trying to pull on on ourselves. And this is what irks me.
I had the strangest dream last night. There was a visitor promising me protection and all sorts of delicious powers from the parasites in our heads. Given our shared affliction, I suppose you had a similar dream.
Oh, wasn't that also that demon, right? That's also one that offered us aid, just like that. Maybe in order for a little trade-in or whatnot, but still, same thing. Stefan, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I did.
Excellent. Now we can see what these tadpoles can do for us.
We should take every advantage we can get. Let's explore these powers and see what we can get. Well, exploring them, yes. It would be nice to see what we are buying into before we try that out, right? Like a list of sorts. I could just look at the wiki again. And look what powers I could get. But this is basically it. Just taking them willy-nilly without knowing what we can unlock is kind of weird. I don't trust it. I mean, we could avoid it as long as we can and just maintain the tadpoles.
Is there a reason you're such an utter drip? I mean, do you have some sort of condition? Honestly, it's like you hate good news. Did you actually want something, or are you just here to spoil my fun?
The fun, definitely.
Glick. I had a dream. As we all did, I suspect. Someone came to me and promised to protect me, while claiming that the parasite could empower me. The parasite has taken root, it would seem. Every word, every promise, it is Gale deception.
If the parasite can empower us, I say we should let it. You could use the edge in combat. Yeah, that would make it easier. I mean, we shouldn't ignore the dream figure as well, right? I mean, this is definitely a way for us to contact either the tadpole, like it could be the tadpole itself that makes the image, right? So it's kind of like an inner voice in a way. But it could also be an external power that communicates with the tadpole. And then, so it's just the receiving thing, the tadpole that we have. And this external power, then we can communicate with and get some additional information. And that's just what it is. She's not right, but she's also not wrong, right? As a
A wise choice. These parasites are a threat to be destroyed, not an opportunity to be exploited.
Definitely an opportunity. Not quite sure what to do with them, though. What does Shadowheart have to say about all of that?
Did you have any strange dreams of late? Vivid ones?
You mean like, so it happened to you as well, yeah.
Damn. I was hoping my imagination had gotten the better of me. But this must be something more. This dream companion wanted me to use the tadpole, use its power. Whoever it was claimed to be an ally, but I don't know. It seems like we can't escape this mess, in the waking world or otherwise.
I still think you're keeping something. Absolutely. Of course, he's keeping something from us, but we're gonna get that info later. So now we got everyone onto the same page, which is great. And oh, Scratchy. Yeah, what does Scratch have to say about that? Let me just get this one here.
I've got a long road ahead.
Oh, friend of the animals. That's what she say. Interesting.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Oh. Poor doggy. Always gets petted. Right.
Let's move.
Oh wait, I also... Oh... Yeah, that was something. Find familiar script. Wait. Ooh. Summon the best boy. Yes. Scratch's keen nose can discover many things hidden. Short rest even. And it's permanent. So, that's actually really cool. Wisdom save. Why should we use a wisdom save for this? But the nice thing is that this is a ritual. Scratch cannot be summoned in camp because that's where he is. Now the question is, what happens if we get out of camp and into the camp? What happens to Scratch then? Does he teleport back and forth? That would be quite interesting. So, until long rest. Yes, this is one of those ritual thingies. It doesn't need any... What is this? Casting this spell at a high level doesn't grant any additional benefits, so why do we even try to use that? But okay. Hey, now I can talk to Scratchy as well. Isn't that great? So, this is a ritual for 10 turns. This is like my usual long strider thingy. Affect an additional target. Yes. Okay, wait a minute. The thing is, if I... It is now a ritual spell, right? But if I use it at level 2, do I use that or not? Affect 2 targets. In range. Alright, the thing is they are always going back again. So, I need the long strider, this thing. One for that. And that one sadly is not going to work. Whatever, let's just have a tick mark here. Oh, interesting. So we do not use up level 2 slots as well. with a ritual. I mean, that's the idea of ritual spells. You can use them like cantrips as long as you are not in combat. And the level 2 thing just makes it easier to cast it so that everybody gets a benefit from it. And it's actually kind of nice. Can't reach, yes. So let's just get a wee bit closer. So everybody gets buffed. So what other ritual spells do I actually have? My idea is basically to get as many ritual spells as possible. Because these are the ones that I just like those. They are the gimme-kissed spells ever, like a jump booster, a run booster, a fall booster, or fall damage reducer. Yeah, what other spells do we have? We do not know. Can be replaced with a level up, sure. I just have to get my wizardy levels up and running, and then everything should be fine. Yeah, that's basically it. Need some wizard levels. Wizard. I'm kind of thinking about switching up wizard levels for rogue levels. Like 2 wizard levels, maybe for 1 rogue level, or like for... Yeah, so then I would be rogue level 5. The question is just, how much do I get for rogue level 5? So, let's see, rogue level 5 is uncanny dodge. Oh, that looks good. That could help us not getting damaged too much. And, of course, we got a feat. Another one that we could use. And a proficiency bonus. And the sneak attack would make it a bit easier. What is this one? It's a passive. Toggleable passive, gaining... No. Allows the rogue to reduce incoming damage once per round. Okay, that's pretty sweet. When an attack hits you, you only take half the usual damage. That would make things awesome. Okay. That would be really sweet. What do we get with a wizard level 4? We get a feat, obviously. We don't seem to get anything at level 5 there other than like an additional spell slot or whatnot. So, what do we get? Oh, at level... Yeah, it would only be like level 2 for that. I would get the improved minor illusion thing, which I would absolutely like to see. And then... There's the feat over here. An additional spell slot, modifier, the combined number and level of spells with the arcane recovery action can restore. Okay, that's level 3. Rogue level 5 is kind of cool, but what if I just go with feet and feet? No, that's not possible. I can only get 1 feat from them. It's basically that's the evil thing. I cannot get all 3 feats. I can only get 2 feats, which makes it a wee bit of a trade-off. I could get the sneak attack bonus, which means I can deal more damage. That would be awesome. And the sneak attack also has advantage on attacks, meaning that we do not miss as often, which is amazing. Now, what about the wizard though? What about the wizard? Choose a cantrip from If I have it at level... A second level spells available. I mean, I could just learn them like that, right? The spell slots are unlocked right now. I do get a few other ones. And the only real spells that I care about are ritual spells and some of those buff spells that improve my armor. So I could get Detect Thoughts as well, which is a concentration thing, but we don't really care. Mirror Image is the thing that I actually like to have. And the other stuff is just nice damaging stuff, whatever. don't really care that much about that. And I could just learn all of the other spells. With the exception, of course, of the ones that I don't need. Or like, I'm not able to use. So, let's see. Yeah, the higher level ones, of course, they're not... oh, come on. Like, there are some really, really, really cool spells that deal tons of damage. Okay, I think now I get it, how that whole thing works. It's, the fighters and the rangers, like all of the physical damage dealers, they deal small amounts of damage, but very often. So they have an attack and a bonus attack and another attack and so on and so forth. And special abilities that get another die to roll and whatnot. And the opposite is the spellcasters, which only have one action each turn, but the spell that they can use, if you focus on them, right, can be extremely powerful. So you, instead of dealing multiple actions with small amounts of damages, you do one action with a huge amount of damage. That's basically the difference there. But again, it's good if you only fight like one enemy, then it doesn't really matter. But if you fight multiple enemies, what ends up happening is you deal too much damage, and then you do not have as many actions available to take care of all the other enemies, and that could bite you in the ass. So it's an action economy that you have to take care of. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Ah, iffy. Okay, so a lot of those ritual spells I can actually get with only level 1 in Wizard, which is actually quite nice. And I only, actually, to be honest, I only need level 2 in Wizard with the Illusion School. And the rest I don't really need. The other spells I can just learn like that. Like, either you learn them by leveling, right? Or you learn them by simply reading a scroll. I think. But I can just re-roll everything and just redo the leveling once I do that. So that means I can focus on 5 levels of rogue, it seems. Yeah, then I'm gonna put the Illusion Wizard in there. The thing is, if you just focus on the spellcasting thief, then you can get even more spells. It's a slightly better interaction there, but what I want is the bonus action, and not the spellcasting of the thief. It would be really cool if you could get 2 different thieves unlocked, like subclasses, right? So you have your arcane trickster thief, and then you have a rogue. 2 different versions of rogue. All right. Anyway, so we get that much done. Right, now only thing I need to do now is get out of camp. Why does Karlach have to say something now? That's weird.
So, hey, we've got this soul coin, right? Thing is, I think I can use it. My engine can, anyway. Zariel used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially wicked target.
Alright. So, first, we are all about not using tadpoles. And now, it's about soul coins. Isn't that the same thing? Power coming from a MacGuffin. Or like, whatever kind of resource, and we are going to follow that resource all over the planet. Aren't you afraid this is going to overload your engine? I mean, we can just repair it. I got a coin slot in your heart, or what? Well, definitely like a slot machine. Yeah, maybe like a slot machine, but more like a pinball thingy. So soul coins are just that. Though they contain people's souls, I'm not sure you should be using them. Yes. Well, aren't you afraid they're going to overload your engine? Like, here. I mean, she that's definitely not it. I have to talk her out of this. Like, this is the point that I stand up.
They're already lost. Better to be used in service of the good guys than a devil, don't you think? Next time we're in a nasty battle, drop one my way. You'll enjoy the results.
Right. Intriguing. Next time we are in battle, we'll make sure you get one. Yeah. Try it now. I want to see this in action. I don't think we should spend soul coins for our own purposes. Yes.
You're the boss, I guess.
Sorry, but no playing around with people's souls. Everybody's just disapproves, right? Where's that thing? Well, okay. It's like somewhere over here. I don't know if it gets any... Like Lae'zel is the only one. That's okay. Astarion, nah. The thing is, the characters that I use right now, in order to do stuff for me, they are not well aligned. In terms of their orientation, like you have like chaotic good or whatever, like the good old Baldur's Gate selection or like D&D thing. You do not have that in this game. You do not see their alignment in here. You can kind of infer it, but you don't really like know it. That's the weird bit. So let's see. Let's just save here a little bit. So what I actually need is other characters that have a similar alignment to my playstyle, or like to my choices, in-game choices. So of course I'm fairly righteous in this case, but that's a... Am I really? Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not, right? So it depends on the opportunity. So it's a kind of like, but am I good or am I bad? That's the thing. What? There's like chaotic and there's righteousness. One thing is like doing everything you can, and the other one is having some kind of moral code. The question is just, do you use this moral code for good or do you use the moral code for bad? So, do we do good things or bad things? Like, I try to not steal too much. So, we are definitely one of the good guys. Or maybe even neutral, right? Righteous neutral or something like that. But no, we are like good, right? Are we really like a paladin? It's weird. So that basically means I could get rid of 2 of those characters. Shadowheart, like Karlach though is really cool to have in combat because she's fairly strong. But then I am basically a sleight of hand character, kind of like Astarion, so if push comes to shove, I can get him out. And then I could... Yeah, I would be the rogue in this case. So then I would get Shadowheart in, and maybe Wyll. Yeah. So Wyll could take the role of Karlach, and Shadowheart could be like a long-range kind of cleric thingamajig, depending on the situation. But I do not know any of her skills and how powerful she may be. The thing is, Lae'zel is fairly... She's also fairly strict. Not necessarily good, but strict. So righteous in this case, following some moral code, even if it goes against others, right? So in this case, I try to orient them on the righteousness scale, and then that might be good. So right now they are chaotic evil, Astarion-ish. Then we have righteous good? No, righteous evil. And then we have like chaotic good. So it's... Actually, wait a minute. We have the 4 corners of the square, right? Like we have chaotic evil. It's this one. Then we have chaotic good, which is Karlach. So up there. Then we have Righteous Evil on the bottom left. And then I would be slotted on the top left. So actually all 4 extremes, except for the neutral ones, I have in the team right now. Perfect. Actually, that is it's a good variety of options. Let's keep that. Okay, and as a finish, of course, we try to get Scratchy in here and see how that works. What the? Okay. Hey. So he has an opportunity attack. The thing is, we can only use it once every short rest, which is okay. And then there's also I was looking into like additional actions and whatnot. Like this would be amazing as a spell for arcane tricksters, right? I'm not an arcane trickster, I'm gonna be a thief. So we don't have another bonus here, but that would be amazing. Because the mage hand can just throw objects, and if I can make it so that it throws items out of my inventory, that would be the best. So I can just supercharge it with bombs and whatnot, and then there's just damage happening left and right for no particular reason. And it's very good in terms of action economy, right? The question is like, what can Scratch do? What is this? Dismiss summon? No. I mean, the thing is, if I dismiss it, I want my short rest back, right? So we can do some damage with the bite. Does it have? It has an inventory-ish window, but it doesn't really have an inventory. It has some dexterity, no intellect, some wisdom. No charisma. Okay. Very interesting. So, what's it good for then? What can it do? And what if it dies? That's the question. It can hide. Okay. So it can engage, disengage, it can jump. It can... Oh, there we go. It can help downed characters. Now we got something. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. So if someone gets killed, then Scratch can just come in. But... yeah. Can dash. The thing is, once the dash is gone, the help is also useless. The hiding is also not a bonus action, which is kind of iffy. Only bonus thing is like jump. Yeah. Instead of dashing, you should jump and then use the help option and start the combat with a hide or something. Whereas this one over here with a bite and the target, that's a questionable. Scratch level 1. Why is he only level 1? That's weird. That is very, 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 very weird. Alright. So we did an awful lot of resting stuff and whatnot. So let's just try something else.
Well, something close.
Yeah, like about the infernal iron thingy.
Hold
but
on to it.
He said that before.
I haven't quite worked out a schematic, but it's my top priority.